It was a big adjustment. In some ways it feels similar to San Francisco because it's a young international city. There's a nice food culture, there's lots of coffee, there's plants everywhere. It seems pretty similar, but the Dutch culture is definitely slower paced. I am 25. I started dancing when I was 4.5, so that would be 21 years. So my first ballet teacher was Cristina McClelland, Miss Kristina, and it was my first ballet class and she was teaching, and we were doing some pointing and flexing of our feet, and she saw my feet, which are pretty extreme. And she talked to my mom as soon as the class was over and said, "You can't ever let her quit. She's born for this. Her feet are crazy and beautiful." So, I mean, I loved it anyways, but I never quit. I think I was probably 10 or 11. Yeah, I was probably around that age, and I decided that I just wanted to do this for a career and be in a ballet company. It was something that I always really loved. I was with San Francisco Ballet for 6 years in the company and 2 years in the training program before that. And it was close to home, which was really nice. But after a while, I was kind of wanting something new, wanting to expand and grow in different ways that I couldn't really anymore in the environment that I had been in for so long. Even though I was dancing bigger roles, I was pretty much stuck where I was. I came out and auditioned last January and got a contract and moved here at the end of July. Here there's about a program every month or so. So it's pretty much year-round here. In San Francisco, that was literally like half the year performance, half the year only rehearsals. I think I like this better. In San Francisco, because we would do so many performances in such a short amount of time, it went by really quickly, and it was so draining and exhausting. Every year it was just like, am I gonna make it until May? I like being on stage throughout the year. It's nice to not have to wait 6 months just to be back on stage. The biggest thing that I noticed when I first came was the energy. San Francisco, it's just buzzing. There's so much energy. It can be kind of exhausting because people are always going. But it's also really exciting and you feel like things are happening. And here, it's a different energy. It's definitely more relaxed, which is nice because it's very calming, and I feel like I can just get in my own space and not be bombarded by so much energy around me. But in Amsterdam in general, the pace is definitely slower than in San Francisco. They just take their time here with things. Especially coming from California, I always thought that our culture was a little bit slower, but coming here, it feels like I came from New York. But I guess we're just so used to getting things done the second we think of them, or getting immediate results. And here the patience is definitely present in everyone. I think eventually I'll adapt to it more and be able to enjoy it, but in the beginning it was definitely frustrating. But I hope eventually I'll be one of the Dutch people enjoying the slower pace.